Well, good morning, everyone. It is Monday, October 29th, and this is WGTV Today. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good morning, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, we appreciate you being with us to start your work week out, or whatever you're doing today. Some people work, and other people work. Anyway, it's the first of the week. We know that much.
It's a Monday morning.
Hope you had a great weekend. Temperatures are turning cooler. I'm telling you, by tomorrow, man, we're going to have a high like 59 or 60 degrees.
Sweaters and coats.
I know.
Get ready.
Yeah.
Bundle up.
Whew, love this time of year. But
lots going on in our community, Wayne.
There's a lot going on, and a couple of things. Let me mention, first of all, a couple of things. There is a blood drive coming up November 1st, which is not today, not tomorrow, this week. Another day this week. November 1st, beginning at 8:30 at Southern Wayne High School. Southern Wayne High School on Old 117. And that begins at 8:30 and goes till about 1:30 in the afternoon.
We want everybody in that community to come out and give blood.
Yes.
We appreciate what you do.
Yes, indeedy. You know, giving blood is a great opportunity. It really is. It helps 3 people, and someone once told me, I think it was either Chuck or Tammy or somebody over at the Red Cross office, said that sometime during your lifetime, either someone in your immediate family or you yourself, you're going to need blood. You're going to need blood. I wonder how many people actually know their blood type.
I know mine. Do you know yours?
I know mine. I'm an A minus.
I'm an O.
A
minus.
That's not what I meant. I'm an A negative. Yeah.
I'm an O.
Are you? Oh, you have that special type.
Yeah, I have special blood.
Yeah. All right.
Well, today, actually, the Watchmobile will be out on the Cox Boulevard for anybody who needs to stop by there. They will be there from 8 to 4. It will be, let's see, yeah, they'll be there from 8 to 4 today, and they'll be there again next week one day.
Oh, yeah.
The Watchmobile will be out and about on Cox Boulevard, and if you need to get in touch with them or if you need to ask any questions, you can call 222-4450.
You know, Cox Boulevard runs right beside the hospital,
It does.
right off Wayne Memorial Drive. Yeah, right down in that. There's a lot of doctor's offices and stuff down there.
That's right, and it'll be open to the public today from 8 to 4.
That's great. You know, and you really need to call to ask questions instead of just going, because they are so busy. In fact, at one time, they almost had to stop taking clients.
Wow. Yeah.
But because they are so busy.
The need is there.
The need is certainly there, and that is a wonderful addition to our community, is the Watch Mobile Medical Unit there.
That's right.
All right.
And tomorrow night,
the
Goldsboro Parks and Recreation Advisory Commission will be meeting at 5 o'clock at Herman Park Center. It'll last from 5 until 6, and if you are interested in serving on the advisory committee, you can call Goldsboro Parks and Recreation and express your interest. They are always looking and are open to people in our community that want to be a part of the advisory committee or some of the committees at Goldsboro Parks and Recreation.
You know, I will forever remember our walk and our trip through the hay maze.
Oh, yes, we will.
The hay maze is gone, or it's closed down, but that was a lot of fun, and hats off to Parks and Recreation Department and everybody there.
Well, it goes through Halloween.
Right.
Remember, it goes
oh, that's
Halloween.
right. Today's Monday, the 29th.
Today's Monday. Yeah, it's a few more days.
Okay, so it's still there.
Yeah, it's still there. It's
so
got a few more days.
I will still always remember.
But it was a fun event.
It was very fun.
So many people, and we're going to get you the numbers, so many people from our community enjoyed that. And, you know, we don't have that many unusual things that have been happening in our community, but recently we have.
That's right.
And the director of Goldsboro Parks and Recreation and his staff are doing a great job of bringing unusual things to our community for us to enjoy and be a part of.
You know, we saw Scott last week out at Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course.
He was participating in the Industry Day golf tournament.
That's right. Oh.
Speaking of.
Oh. Speaking of, you know, they had their big announcement last Thursday. The big announcement of the Industry of the Year. Wow, what a great honor! And if you don't know, if you haven't heard who that is just yet, stay tuned through the program. We will have the announcement of who won the Industry of the Year recognition.
That's right.
At the end of the show. All right, so stay tuned. All right, what else do we have going on?
Well, Curves here in Goldsboro is having a craft fair on Saturday, November the 3rd from 9 until 3 on Parkway Drive. If you're interested in participating and looking at the different crafts throughout our community, they're all local vendors. people within our community that wanted to participate and have things available for people to purchase for possibly holiday gifts.
Oh, wow. What a great idea.
That's right.
Yeah, and speaking of holiday gifts, the Arts Council of Wayne County going to offer on November 5th a class in paper mache. And this is, I guess, for youngsters.
Yes, it is.
Paper mache owls. It's called What a Hoot. I love that. What a hoot. Paper mache owls, November 5th and November 12th. So you can call the Arts Council of Wayne County and ask about that.
That's right.
They
They've
will
got
also
another
have,
class.
They
don't
have another class. That's on that one's on the 5th and the 12th. They have another class on painting ornaments.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That will be great. And what about that'll make a great gift for your parents or for your grandparents if you're a youngster. And if you're a grandparent, it'll make a great gift for your kids.
Absolutely.
But I
that
think
would be
this
wonderful.
is probably for kids, don't you
It may
think?
be.
It doesn't matter. Just go and have a good time. And call the Arts Council if you have any questions about that. Sarah Merritt's number is 736-3300.
Or artsinwayne.org.
Oh, yeah.
Their
Arts.
website is great, and it's full of information. They've just redone it recently.
Yeah.
But it's artsinwayne.org. Check them out.
There you go. There you go. What else do we have here? Let's see. We're talking about giving blood on
That's
the 1st.
right. Well, Mount Olive College is celebrating their 47th annual Pickle Classic tournament.
Oh,
That's right, golfing.
there you
Friday,
go.
November
47.
the 16th. Yes,
My
47
goodness, it's
years.
been going a long time. I didn't
It
realize
has.
that.
That's be on November 16th. It's $15 if you get your ticket in advance,
Mm-hmm.
or $10 a day if you arrive and want to purchase your tickets on the day off, because it's a 2-day event.
Oh, okay.
47th annual Pickle Classic Tournament and Homecoming, Friday,
Wow.
November 16th.
Can't believe it's been
Mount
47
Olive.
years. Okay. What else is going on?
Well, on today's show, we have we'll be going to the golf course, Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course, and talking to several of the golfers that are participating in the Industry Day Golf Tournament.
Yeah, we went out to Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course and took some video there, and what a beautiful place.
Oh my goodness! You know, with their new Bermuda Champion greens they
know.
have, they're
I
saying
love
that the greens are fast. they're really fast.
I love fast greens.
We also have the health department. You'll be talking with somebody. We're moving on, Wayne.
Moving on, Wayne. Yep.
Somebody on talking to them about obesity
Yeah.
and how to
Okay.
control that.
Oh, how important that is. I am telling you.
And then Ed CIANFARRA's here, and he'll be talking about how to winterize your home.
Ed's now he's the man.
He is
He
the man.
knows of what he speaks. Ed CIANFARRA will be with us. So we have a full show for you
We
today.
do.
A lot of stuff to talk about.
What's so funny, Wayne?
I don't know. It just kind of gets a little goofy every once in a while. You know what I mean, huh? Okay.
Well, you know, for one of the Christmas parades is actually happening very early. So
Who
we
is
want to
that?
get it on your calendar. That's Seven Springs.
Oh.
They're having their Christmas parade Saturday, November the 17th
Okay.
at 3 in the afternoon. Of course, it's free of charge. It's their annual Christmas parade, and the lineup is between 1 and 2, but the actual parade itself starts at 3.
Okay.
If you are interested, you can call Karen Linker at the Seven Springs office. And like I said, it's Saturday, November the 17th, 6 p.m., 3 to 6 p.m.
Okay.
So get that on your calendar because it's much earlier than the rest of them throughout our community.
Are they looking for participants?
They probably
I
are
would think,
still looking for participants at this point. If you want to be in the Seven Springs Christmas Parade, give them a call. But just put it on your calendars to be there and watch the Christmas Parade at 3 o'clock on Saturday, November the 17th.
And her name is Linker, right?
Karen Linker.
Karen Linker, to be in the Seven Springs Parade.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. 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 I don't know. Today, October 29th, and I'll tell you what, we're just going to go ahead and get started here. We can do that.
That'll be good because I think the very first one up is the golf tournament.
Oh, yeah, the golf tournament. You'll want to see this. Was a lot of fun here. All right, that's up next on WGTV.
Here we are at Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course. We have to sort of be quiet because we have golfers all around us. And why is that, Wayne?
Well, shh, because they're playing golf today.
Why? What is it for?
It's for the celebration of industry here in Wayne County, where the golfers come out and they're given a day of a game of golf, and they just have a good time.
They do. There's lots of golfers. We're interviewing various ones to find out where they're from, what industry throughout Wayne County they're representing. So come on, stay with us and we'll go find out who all's here today.
Today we're at the Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course. The industry celebration event's going on right now. Ken Gerard, what's your name?
Ken Gerard.
Very good, sir. Ken, you're out here playing in a foursome. You guys, who are you?
Rick Robinson.
Rick Robinson.
Brian Stansel.
Brian Stansel.
Gary Eubanks.
Gary Eubanks. And these guys are all here in a foursome playing golf. And why are you doing this?
Well, because if we're going to support Wayne County and for the industry and all of our existing industry here in Wayne County, you know, we got to show them that we're right behind them.
Yeah, very good.
Well, Wayne, let's find out where they're from. How about that? Who they're representing?
I'm representing TA Loving Company right here in Goldsboro. So
TA Loving.
Ken Seal Construction Products out of Raleigh.
All right.
Precision Walls out of Greenville and Raleigh.
Very good.
I'm just along for the ride.
All right. And they're out here playing golf, having a good time, I hope.
We are.
How's your game?
Doing well. I brought all these pros in to help us play well.
All right.
Make you play better.
They make me look
Make your game
good.
better.
Well, Ken, what's the format out here today?
It's captain's choice, best ball.
All right. Very good. All right. Well, I appreciate you talking with us, and guys, have a great game.
Thank y'all. Appreciate
Have
it.
fun.
Bye.
We're here with Jeremy Caton today at the Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course. Jeremy, what's going on? A lot of activity out here.
Well, today we're kicking off the Wayne County Industry Celebration Week with our golf tournament, and it's a great opportunity for us to show the industries in Wayne County how much we appreciate what they do, the fact that they're here, the fact that they employ our residents, the fact that they chose Wayne County to do business. I mean, we think it's a huge thing here at the Development Alliance.
Yeah.
And I mean, they add a lot of value to Wayne County, and this is what we do from the Development Alliance to give back to those guys.
So, who's participating in this?
My gosh, we have,
without naming them, from where do they come?
I mean, they're all industries all over Wayne County.
Yeah.
I mean, every type of industry that we have here in Wayne County, we invite them to come out here. They always send teams out here every single year. We've been doing this for several years now, and they send their folks out here. We pay everything for them to come out here, just have a great time, and just take the day off, play some golf.
Celebrating industry.
That's right.
All
yeah.
right. How many teams do we have?
We have 17 teams. We have about 69 players total.
Wow.
So we've got our full course out there today.
All right, that's great. And what time did this get underway this morning?
We started at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, yeah.
All right. Today, after the tournament, what happens?
Well, tomorrow we're doing some industry tours. So we're going to be taking some folks out and just showing them some things that industries here in Wayne County do. And then on Thursday, we're doing our awards reception here at the Country Club. And we're going to use that opportunity to name our Industry of the Year and just again show some appreciation for the industries here in Wayne County, again, for what they do.
All right, very good. That's Thursday.
Yes, it is.
The awards banquet. Any hints as to who the winner will be?
Oh no,
Oh,
keeping
come on now.
keeping
Okay.
it a secret.
Oh,
Stay
okay.
tuned.
All right, more to come from Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course. I'm Wayne Alley with Jeremy Caton. At Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course today, it's the industry celebration event going on, and we have, what are you guys doing? Golf.
Trying to play golf. I
Okay.
don't know if you call it that or not.
What's your name?
Ashley,
Ashley, where are you from?
from Roseville, North Carolina.
All right, you sir.
David from LaGrange.
All right.
Greg Pennington from Goldsboro.
David Kaplinger from Goldsboro.
Okay, you're with Leadership and Excellence Log Ops.
Nabisco. Here at Goldsboro.
Nabisco,
Yes,
the
sir,
National
Nabisco.
Biscuit Company, right?
That's correct.
You're with Oreo, right?
I'm Nabisco.
Nabisco as well.
I'm with Oreo.
You're with Oreo and Nabisco.
Nabisco too.
All right, well, all right.
Whole team of Nabisco guys.
All right,
right.
guys, where are the samples?
Yeah,
They're riding around.
They're running around in a cart somewhere here. They're around.
We took care of that last week.
All right, so how's your game today?
It's horrible.
It is.
And we're not helping either, right?
We're
beating
having
the white off
fun.
the
We're
ball.
having fun, but the
We're
golf
having a great
game
time.
leaves a little bit to be desired.
Well, that's part
Okay.
of it, part of the name of the game. It's just
But it
having
beats
a
being
time.
at work.
There you go.
It does that, and you couldn't have picked a better day, huh?
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful out here.
Yes.
Well, fellas, appreciate you stopping and talking to us for a few minutes.
Thank you.
We'll let you get on with your game, and maybe we brought you a little luck, huh?
I'll say.
Thank you.
All right.
Here we are still at Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course. We found another group we're going to talk to and find out who they are and who they represent. Can you guys tell us what your names are and who you represent today?
Sure, Neil Benton from the BB&T.
Julie Daniels, BB&T.
Joe Bodie, BB&T.
John Whitfield, BB&T.
All right, it's a BB&T group it looks like. Tell us why you guys decided to participate in this.
Well, because it's a morning off from work.
There you go.
And John has got a newborn at home, and he
so
wanted
we
to get out of the house.
We understand.
All right.
We've been there. So have you guys had a good golf game so far? Or you can
Yes.
tell us you have anyway?
Yes.
Tell us you
Yes.
have.
we
No,
Yes.
not so good, Julie.
Well, not me, no.
We've gotten dirty.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's all right. That's all right. Wayne?
All right. Well, so how do you feel about coming out and playing today for the industry celebration? What does that mean to you?
It's a great event. Great event.
We're excited to be able to participate and kind of support the industries in our community. And
Very good. We appreciate you speaking with us today.
thank you.
Y'all have a good game.
Good seeing you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Good
Thank you,
seeing you.
Neil. We'll see you.
Today we're at the Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course, and we're still here. In fact, we're talking with some guys from Piedmont Natural Gas. Fellas, how's your game today?
Great.
Oh yeah.
Pretty good.
What's your name?
Lee Williams.
Lee, how you doing?
Dale Norval.
Dale Norval.
Mike Weston.
Mike Weston.
David Bowden.
How about that? These guys with Piedmont Natural Gas, and the game is good today because I saw you guys tee off here a little while ago, looking pretty good.
Well, the weather's good. They're serving beer, but it's a Tuesday, so we're going to behave.
Oh, okay.
Good guys today.
All right, so you don't get an opportunity like this too often, do you? Where you're asked to just come out and play golf?
No, we don't. We're actually, Mike's our industrial rep here, and the industrial companies give us a lot of revenue, so we thought we'd come out and give a little bit back.
That's good. Now, tell me about Piedmont Natural Gas here, real quick, here in Goldsboro, Wayne County.
Okay, we're actually the local distribution company for natural gas in Wayne County and in Goldsboro. We have numerous industrial accounts, which I serve the industrial customer. I actually call on the customer and make sure everything's going okay.
All right.
Well, how long have you all been in Goldsboro, Wayne County?
I've been here about 12 years.
How about the company?
The company, well, originally we were here with North Carolina Natural Gas, as North Carolina Natural Gas, and Piedmont bought us about 6 years ago. 10 years ago.
Time
flies.
Yeah, it does.
So why did you guys decide to participate today?
We wanted to show our support for our industrial customers. I also work with economic development for 16 counties. So I call up Joanna and her crew.
We appreciate you taking time to talk to us. Have a good game.
Thank you. We
Thank
enjoy
you.
y'all. We enjoy y'all's show.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Yeah.
Still at Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course. Guess who we've run across? Let's see if we recognize these guys. Who are you and who are you representing today?
We're at Goldsboro Parks and Rec. I'm Russell Stevens, Athletic Director.
And I'm Jody Dean. I'm here at the golf course. Mark Wilson with Events and Marketing.
Scott Barnard, Parks and Recreation Director.
Wayne Alley. I don't do anything. Guys, how's your game today?
Having a great time. Having a great time.
All right, so
We've
you're
heard
here
that a lot.
Yeah, we have heard that a lot. Now, you're here for the industry celebration event, and are you representing Parks and Rec? For
We are. We're representing the city of Goldsboro in Parks and Recreation today.
That's great.
Woohoo!
So, what does this mean to you to be able to participate in an industry celebration event like this?
We're just excited to be invited, and we're also especially excited about the fact that they chose to hold the event this year at Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course. It's a really neat opportunity for us to showcase the course changes, the improvements that have been made, the new Champion Bermuda greens, the new turf bunkers, and we're just hoping that everybody's having a really great time.
So are the greens faster now than they were, or they give you a better? Can you play them a little easier? They're easier to play. Come on, Tony.
Are they easier to play? Let's
Easier to
see.
play.
They seem to be a little faster for sure.
Are they?
They are, and actually they're putting really, really well also. I mean, they really have come back really great. Good consistency to them, good speed, roll true. Yes,
Have you been hearing people commenting on the new greens?
Absolutely, all the members out here. I have not had one bad complaint from any member on the greens yet.
How about those fancy locker rooms?
I think people are really enjoying those too. They really are.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. They're a nice addition to the golf course.
It is very much.
Well, guys, y'all have a good time today. Represent us well, and we'll see you at the end of the show today.
Appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have fun.
All right.
And today's still at Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course for the industry celebration. We're here with Mike Haney and guest. Mike, who are these guys?
Well, there are two important segments of the folks that we call on within the county. We've got communications and finance, and I'll let Mark start and introduce themselves and tell what they do.
Mark Lesnoff from North Carolina Community Federal Credit Union.
John Lyon, I'm AT&T's Regional Director of External Affairs for Eastern North Carolina.
Great.
Michael Coates with YP, which is formerly AT&T Advertising Solutions General Manager.
Excellent.
And I'm Mike Haney. I'm the existing industry specialist for the county.
And I'm just here. So guys, how's your game?
So today, we're doing pretty good.
Well, you see, those guys have one club each. I've got two, so I need a little extra help.
Although he just chipped in for Eagle on the last hole.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yes, he did.
Man.
Every dog has their day.
All right.
Okay.
Mike, tell me real quick about the industry celebration. Why are we having this?
Well, one of the most important parts of our community is our existing industries. And these guys represent it very well. They help our economy by employing our citizens. They support our festivals, our charities, and they pay taxes, which pays our salary, I believe.
Indeed, it does, yes.
And, they are well respected within the community, and they're very visible, and we appreciate them coming out today to play with us.
Yes, indeed. Gentlemen, thank you very much for participating. We appreciate you, and we thank you very much for being a part of the Wayne County business environment.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Wayne.
Thank you, Mike. And we're back on WGTV today. It's the 29th of October, if you're keeping up with that sort of thing. Less than 2 months until Christmas.
You better get started shopping.
Yeah.
As should I.
You better watch out. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, you better not cry.
Well, tonight, Wayne, at Wayne Community College is the Southern Sampler we talked about yesterday.
Oh,
or
yeah.
Friday. We talked about it Friday, I believe.
Friday, yeah.
Yeah, it's at 7 o'clock tonight. It's at Wayne Community College in Walnut Building 101. And it's the Alumni Affairs Committee at UNC Chapel Hill, in conjunction with the foundation at Wayne Community College. They're offering our community a Southern Sampler. It's a literacy series that features 4 award-winning UNC professors who will speak about 4 of our influential Southern writers.
Aha.
Guess who those writers are?
Uh,
Well, let me tell
help me
you.
out. Help me out. Who are they?
They are Richard Wright,
Yes.
Flannery O'Connor,
Flannery O'Connor. Yes.
William Faulkner,
Billy.
and Eudora Weltry.
Okay.
And all this is going to take place at Wayne Community College tonight at 7 o'clock, Walnut Building 101. Free to the public. Just come listen to this literacy series that's going to feature these 4 award-winning writers right here in our community. It's a combination and it's a collaboration between Wayne Community College and UNC Chapel Hill.
That is great. That is
That's
great.
tonight.
Yeah.
Pumpkin carving tomorrow night over at the Arts Council of Wayne County.
Hey.
That's right, 5
Okay.
o'clock.
All right.
Cost is $15. You can go out, bring your own pumpkin, and you can learn to carve all kinds of unique designs.
Bring your own pumpkin.
That's right.
BYOP.
And we talked about earlier pumpkin tips. I believe we talked about that
Oh,
on
yes.
Friday.
Oh, yes.
And remember, if you're going to carve a pumpkin, you need to bring a large pumpkin.
Bring a large pumpkin as opposed to a small pumpkin
That's
because
right.
the larger ones are easier to carve.
That's right.
And they suggest that you cure it.
Yes, and you need the stem still on it.
Yeah, leave the stem on it. But to cure a pumpkin, you kind of leave it in a dark, cool place. In other words, I think they're suggesting, not the Arts Council, but the people that are the pumpkin people. Pumpkin people suggest you get your pumpkin a few days before you're going to do anything. Keep it in a cool, dark place. Let the rind cure, which allows it to harden a bit, toughen up some, and it's easier to cut and shape. It should be free of soft spots. Do not, when you pick up a pumpkin to buy, check it and see if it's got any soft places on it, because those places will go bad quickly.
It'll start rotting quickly.
Start rotting out quickly. So find one that's good and firm from the pumpkin people, and then put it in a dark, cool place for a few days.
What if you wanted to actually cook with pumpkin? What kind of pumpkin do you
Get
need?
a smaller pumpkin then. Smaller pumpkins taste better. They're easier to cut, and they don't taste as well, they taste much better.
Okay.
If you're going to make pumpkin pie. Of course, if you're going to make pumpkin pie,
Invite you.
Our number here.
Yes, I knew that's what you were going to say.
Our number here is pumpkin 8812.
He's kidding. Oh, no. Yes, you are.
Okay. Anyway, let's see what else we have here today.
Oh, my goodness. Let's see.
And I have more pumpkin facts as well.
do you?
I will not. No. That's for later.
Okay,
yeah, that's
a
for
later time.
Yeah.
Well, starting Tuesday, December the 4th, we'll have our seasonal horse-drawn carriage trolley rides.
That is so much fun.
Isn't it? That'll be on Tuesday night, December the 4th from 6 until 8 p.m. It's free. It's downtown Goldsboro. You'll meet right here on Center Street, and you will enjoy the new Christmas lights that will be put up. When I say new, I just mean the Christmas lights will be up.
Oh, yeah. Newly placed.
Newly placed Christmas
there
lights.
You go.
Enjoy them on a trolley ride downtown Goldsboro.
That is so much fun.
And that'll start actually on Lights Up Downtown, November the 20th.
You know, the guy that has this trolley thing, and I can't recall his name right offhand, and I apologize for that, but wow, what a great job he does.
He always does a fabulous job.
He does. I think the man that started this passed away, and this is either his son or a family member, but always a great job. And the horses are magnificent.
Oh, yes.
They are these big Belgian horses, these draft horses. Some people liken them to Clydesdales, but I think they're a little smaller than the Clydesdales. But they are beautiful and so well behaved.
They are. They do a good job. And DGDC, Downtown Goldsboro Development Corporation, does a great job organizing all of that. And if you would like other information on events happening downtown Goldsboro, you can go to their website, dgdc.org, or you can call the DGDC office.
That's exactly right. Well, on today's almanac, today is Laugh a Lot Suddenly for No Reason at All Day. It's also National Oatmeal Day. Boy, yeah! Whee! Okay. It's also the Internet Day, marking the first connection on ARPANET. ARPANET, which was not really invented by, what's his name? But ARPANET would become the Internet, of course, between computers between UCLA and Stanford Research Center in California. This date, 1969.
Really?
Yeah.
69.
1969 is kind of where all this started. Now, ARPANET had been around a long time. It was primarily for government use.
Yes.
But now we're not talking about the World Wide Web, the WWW. We're talking about the Internet itself, which is entirely different. But that was this day, 1969. Also on this day, this is Black Tuesday.
What does that mean?
Which means it should have been called Red Tuesday because things suddenly went into the red. This day, 1929, is when the stock market crashed. 1929, starting the Depression and starting some really tough times for America. But we got through it. Yeah, baby. This day also 1945, an exciting day for everyone. 1945, October 29th. Can you imagine?
What happened?
Ballpoint pens went on sale for the first time. They did. You could buy a ballpoint pen, a brand new ballpoint pen this day in 1945 for $12.95. And in 1945, $12.95 was a ton of money.
Yes.
So that's why they didn't sell a lot of them the first day.
I guess they did not.
But Huntley Brinkley debuted this day in 1956. Good night, Chet. Good night, David. That's what they said. You don't remember that.
No,
it was long before your time. But Huntley Brinkley Report began this day. They replaced John Cameron Swayze on the Camel News Caravan. I remember that one too.
Camel News Caravan.
Yeah, Camel. It was sponsored by Camel.
Okay.
And I'm not going to say
yes, exactly.
Camel was, but it was sponsored by Camel. It was the name of the program. John Cameron Swayze, who went on to become a pitchman for Timex.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting fact.
Takes a licking and keeps on ticking was his famous saying. Anyway, that's just part of our almanac. I have that and tons more. Just stay tuned for more here on WGTV. Are we ready? What do you have?
I think we're ready to go on, and let's hear from, I believe we're going to the health department to hear about obesity.
Yeah, this is very serious now. We're going to talk about and hear about obesity.
Yes.
That's up next on WGTV. Today we're talking with DAVIN Madden, the hand-washing king of Wayne County. Right, DAVIN?
That's correct.
Now, that is important. And before we get to the topic we're supposed to be talking about today, I wanted to touch on that very quickly now. You insist on convincing people how important it is to wash their hands.
Absolutely.
How important is it to keep your hands washed?
It is the utmost important.
Why?
Because that is the #1 break point for the transmission of any kind of disease, any kind of germ.
Anything
that's going to make us sick is hand washing.
If
Proper hand washing. And proper hand washing at that.
Hand washing.
Not just hand washing.
Oh. There's a proper way.
There's a proper way. You know, the proper way is for you to wet your hands, then put your lather on there, soap, pull your hands out of the water and lather up for at least a good 15 to 20 seconds, and then rinse with your hands draining downwards so that it washes everything straight down.
Right.
That helps. That prevents things getting trapped under their fingernails. That is proper hand washing. And I watch people wash their hands, and you would be surprised at the people that just wet their hands, throw soap on it, and then rinse it immediately. You haven't even had a chance to let the soap do what it's supposed to do.
Wash your hands.
And sanitizer does not take the place of proper hand washing.
I was going to ask you about that.
If you don't have access to water and soap, sanitizer can do, but it will not prevent norovirus spreading, which is a cold virus, but it will not replace hand washing.
Okay, there you go. Wash your hands and do it the right way, at least 15 seconds. Rub that soap in, give the soap a chance to work as it should.
That's right.
Now, let's talk about obesity. That is one of the top 3 health problems in the country, or the world for that matter. But we seem to have our share of it more than most other countries here in the US of A. Where do we stand on obesity? And define obesity first. What does it mean?
Well, obesity is when, that's a complicated question actually.
I know. Well, how does it compare to just somebody who's overweight?
Well, overweight and obesity fall hand in hand. I mean, overweight still has the same problem as obesity. It's just the difference is that weight scale, BMI index, those are what we use to determine whether someone's overweight or obese. But in this context, we're really talking about being both, whether you're overweight or obese, because they ultimately can lead to the same problems that we're facing in America. This is the silent epidemic for America, and there's a lot of things that public health can talk about. We can talk about teen pregnancy, we can talk about the spread of communicable disease. All of them are critical and important issues, but one of the things that we need to continue to talk about and talk about more is healthy nutrition and healthy eating and weight loss.
Okay, so you can be overweight and not obese, but if you're obese, you're certainly way overweight.
That's correct.
Okay, I'm just trying to get it in my mind.
That's right. Overweight is the step before obesity.
Okay, but now where where's your body mass index, your BMI, or where are you when you become obese? Is there a percentage? Is there a weight? Is there?
It's based on your height, your musculature, your body size, and your BMI is your body mass index, and anything usually over a certain percentage is considered to be either overweight or obese, depending on your gender and height.
Now, is any of this inherited?
I think so. I mean, I think there is genetic disposition to obesity, but the big problem is the way we've changed as a culture, and that's I think the crux of it, because it's interesting that in the 1940s, one thing that public health did was look at nutrition as a public health issue, but nutrition from a point of being malnourished. And that's what led to the cultural change in fortifying foods like niacin in bread, vitamin D in milk, and vitamin A. Those are things that came about that because people were undernourished and they didn't get an abnormal amount of calories. Here we are 50, 60 years later, and now our public health problem is we're still malnourished really as a people because we don't eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, the adequate amount, but we're taking way more calories in from the processed foods. So we've kind of flipped the scale of what the real problem is, but we're still facing that same problem with nutrition.
So how do we know what's good and how do we know what's not good? And I'm speaking from a standpoint of food.
Well, let's talk about Wayne County for a second.
Let's talk about Wayne County.
North Carolina, in Wayne County, we're about 33% of our population is either obese or overweight. 1/3.
Here in Wayne County?
Yes, 1 in 3 children in this county are overweight already.
Really?
Yeah, and we've seen a reduction in that though. We've actually seen some good work with parents taking action, schools taking actions. We've seen that number's going down, but we're still at about 33%. Now the national average for America is about 57%. Is where
oh my
we are.
goodness!
I mean, so it's an issue.
Over half of America is
overweight or obese.
Oh my goodness!
And the problem that we have with that is we're talking about how do we control healthcare costs, how do we have better quality of life for the people in our community, and we have one of our biggest issues staring us in the face every day is overweight and obesity leads to so many other chronic problems such as diabetes, heart disease, and these are the killers. And then further than that, it even impacts people's ability to have a high quality of life because we have knee problems, joint problems, back problems, all these stem a lot of times from being overweight.
Okay, all right, so we need to work on our diet.
Active living and healthy diet.
So while working on our diet, is it better to watch what you eat or is it better to eat what you want proportionally?
I think that moderation is the key.
Moderation is the key.
Moderation stems back to, though, both the answer to your question is yes and yes. I think people should be able to enjoy some of the luxury foods or their indulgences, but what they should do is also incorporate plenty of healthy choices in their diet. Plenty of grains and healthy produce and fruit and less fats, sugars, and the things that really that taste good to us. It's what the brain says, but it doesn't say it to the body. The body says,
Okay, we're and
That's right.
Okay. I remember as a youngster working with my dad during the summer. He worked in construction, and I worked with his outfit. And at lunch, we would break and go get a soft drink and whatever we wanted for lunch. And that was it. You got one soft drink, and that was only during work. You didn't have it at home. You didn't have it the next day. You didn't have it in the morning. Didn't have it in the afternoon. Only at lunch you'd have a soft drink. Nowadays, it is surprising to me that when I see some people with a soft drink, I mean, that's all they have. You see, they have a soft drink all day long. And I'm not knocking the soft drink companies. I'm knocking the habit that people get into from drinking sugary drinks, not just soft drinks, but other drinks as well. That's got to be, and I keep hearing reports saying that too many soft drinks is just certainly doing more harm than good.
Absolutely. Well, you know, I'm all for the commercial capitalism. I mean, I'm not against fast food industries. I'm not against soda, but you know, the American Academy of Pediatrics in their new approach to, which is the 5210 approach. The 0 represents 0 sugary beverages or sugary soda to children, to young children, because that has been the problem. Is we've gotten to a point where the norm is not a healthy glass of water or low-fat milk, but it's more towards a soda, which has nothing but calories and 0 nutritional value.
Right.
And that's why I said earlier I was talking about the change in the public health paradigm when it comes to nutrition.
Right.
We're over-caloried and undernourished now, where previously we were under-caloried and undernourished.
Yeah.
So we've corrected one problem, but it hasn't helped us. It's actually made things worse.
So as far as our meals go, eat proportionally. Eat what you want to eat once you get to the weight you want to be.
That's right.
Once you get to that point, eat what you want to eat, but eat it in proper proportions.
Eat healthy selections.
Eat healthy selections.
Yeah, you can eat what you want to eat, but that doesn't mean eat bad.
Well, now I like ice cream.
Certainly.
A lot.
Well, then but you have to eat healthy way.
Oh, okay, if you say so.
Then you can still have ice cream.
Yeah.
Nothing says you can't have it, but again, it's about that calorie intake too.
Okay.
You're eating healthy, and one of the other things that's probably critical to know is that we've gotten away from a lot of life skills that we had earlier. I mean, families don't teach children how to cook anymore. It's not an inherited trait a lot of times. Right. We're used to the convenience of eating out, to a point though now that life skills that teach us how to eat healthy, evaluate our foods, and look at what we eat, we've kind of gotten away from that. Now we just eat.
Yeah.
There was a recent test done by Jamie Oliver in a video about childhood obesity, and one of the interesting things was they showed raw vegetables to some school children, and they couldn't identify a potato or a beet or cauliflower. They couldn't identify it, and it's raw, unprocessed state. And that to me, I found that to be real interesting in how we've shifted our just awareness of what is healthy foods.
Yeah. Well, we need to talk more about this because we're almost out of time here. So eat proportionally, get your weight down through walking.
Any activity.
Any activity.
There's so much things here in Wayne County. I mean, we have disc golf, we have the YMCA, we have parks, we have sidewalks, we have bicycling activities. We have so many activities for people to do. There's church groups, we have Zumba class, everything, any of it, just getting up and moving is part of it.
That's it. Move and eat right. Get that weight down. We'll talk about this again. We've been talking about obesity with Health Director DAVIN MADDEN of the Wayne County Health Department. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
I'm Wayne Alley for WGTV. And we're back on WGTV today. It is Monday, October 29th, and thank you for being with us.
Yes, we appreciate you staying with us, and we hope every day we're bringing you new information about what's happening around our community within the city of Goldsboro and, of course, the entire county of Wayne.
And the world!
And speaking of,
yes,
we have several Christmas parades we want you to get on your calendar and plan to attend. I've already spoken with you earlier about Seven Springs having theirs very early. Theirs will be November. And now we want to move on to Goldsboro Christmas Parade. Will be Saturday, December the 1st. It'll be in the afternoon at 4 o'clock. Let's see, it's called The Bells of Christmas is the theme this year.
The Bells of Christmas.
The Bells of
I
Christmas.
like that.
Yes. And so that's the Goldsboro Christmas Parade at 4 in the afternoon. The Mount Olive Christmas Parade is that same day, Saturday, December the 1st, but it's earlier that morning at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. in Mount Olive.
That's right, and you can call the Mount Olive Chamber of Commerce if you need more additional information on that. Yeah. And then, let's see, Sunday, December the 9th, at 3 p.m. is the Eureka Christmas Parade. Lineup is at 1 on Davis Street Extension, but the parade does not start until 3 o'clock. Stay tuned. At 3 o'clock, that's Eureka Christmas Parade. So that's 3 parades right there.
Yes.
Eureka, Mount Olive, and Goldsboro. And, of course, we already talked about Seven Springs. And I'm sure there'll be more.
There will be more.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Also on this day, continuation of the almanac here. Just a couple of birthdays for you here very quickly. Winona Ryder turns 41 today. She really does good work.
She does very good work.
She had a series on here a few months back. That was great. They canceled it.
Really?
Oh, they did. They're awful. They're awful.
They.
Well,
we
I'm
won't
not going
go
to say who, but, you know, they're awful. Also birthday today for Jolie Fisher. She's 45. That's Eddie Fisher's daughter. And what's her name? And Alf. You know who Alf is?
Yes. Hey, I remember that show, Alf, years ago.
So funny. It was one of my favorites.
Was it?
Gordon Shumway was Alf's name on the planet Melmac. And he's 255 today.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
Alien life form, ALF, Alf.
I didn't know that's what that stood for.
Yeah. Well, either that or call him Gordon.
Well, there you go.
So anyway, that's it. That's birthdays for today.
Well, now we have Ed CIANFARRA with the City of Goldsboro, and he is going to talk to us about how to winterize your home. And it is a very interesting interview, so stay tuned and listen up. Ed CIANFARRA. Hi, and welcome to WGTV Today. I'm Kim Best, your host. With me today is Ed CIANFARRA. He is the Chief Inspector with the City of Goldsboro, and he is going to give us some information on winterization, storm damage, and repair. He's going to tell us how to be prepared in these particular situations. So welcome, Ed.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here, and I'm hoping you're going to give us some good information about how we can protect our homes and how we can be ready for the winter months.
Well, one of the things that when the winter months starts coming, we all worry about the storms that we may have.
Yes.
A lot of times you're going to have people who want to winterize your home or help you winterize your home. First of all, I would suggest to everybody, find out who you're dealing with. One of the things that we have every winter and every spring at the time we're going to have storms, we have a group of people who will come through a city. They will knock on your door and say, well, look, you know, it's getting ready to be winter. You're going to have a lot of gusts of wind, and we noticed your shingles are in there, and we're in the neighborhood. Well, the first thing that citizen needs to do is first, I didn't call you, so where are you in the neighborhood? What other job are you doing in the neighborhood? Get a reference. Go see their work before you discuss your home with them. And once you do that, then find out a simple telephone call, by the way, to the inspections department at 580-4385. If you're in the city, call that number and say, I was talking to somebody about having some work done to my house. Is a permit required? The last thing you would want is somebody to start on a project and a concerned neighbor calls and says there's people working on their house. I don't think they have a permit. So one of my staff will go out, find out, and then stop the man. And a lot of times when they're from out of town, that's it. They're gone. You now have work that was started that's incomplete. They didn't want to get a permit because they weren't doing it in accordance with the code requirements.
Right.
So now you're stuck. So
it's better off in the beginning to go
one
ahead and
phone call, find out if it requires a permit. If it doesn't require a permit, then you need to check their references. Who's going to help you fix your house prepared for the wintertime or storms? That's the first thing we need to do.
Well, talking about how about storm damage? When we have these storms come through during our winter months and say we have had bad gusts of winds or we've had damage to our home and someone shows up, well, what do we do in that situation?
I will say this. A lot of good Samaritans show up to help.
Yes.
And a lot of unscrupulous people also show up and not to help.
Right.
The first thing I will say to anybody, if you have damage to your home, again, find out who's working on your home. If he's from out of town and he's here to help and you don't think you can get a reference, well, the first thing you need to do is worry if he asks you for money up front. Every building supply place in Goldsboro, North Carolina offers credit or material advancement on any job. If he's a reputable person, then he will turn around and say that certain amount of money is due and work that out with them.
Okay, but you do not have to pay it in full up front.
No. Anybody who's asking you for more than 1/3, I would start to question where we're going with this.
Okay.
Because a lot of people want, hey, I need half the money up front to go buy the material.
Right, yeah, we've heard that before.
And when they leave the yard, they hit the bank within 10 minutes,
and
they cash that check, and then they're off down to maybe Fremont or Pikeville to see if they can't get somebody to pay them up front. And before the week's out, they've made thousands of dollars, and now they're back in some other city or some other state. We have seen that numerous times. So when we have storm damage, again, be careful who you deal with, check that out, call the inspection department. We have a tremendous amount of information at our disposal.
Okay.
We will send inspectors out when there's storm damage. My inspectors hit, and we will go out and tell you how bad your house is, what you need to do. And sometimes the other thing is, contractor tells you, I am extremely busy. Would you please go down and get the permit in your name? I would like all the citizens to understand one thing in the city of Goldsboro, that when you get that permit in your name, you are the person who is responsible for all that work.
Oh,
The
you
law
are then
says
liable, huh?
you are the man that I am going to go out and I'm going to say, this is incorrect. You're going to have to rip that out, do that over. When you call the contractor that night, he said, I'm done with that job, he's gone.
Okay, so,
So
the
I'm
difference
still looking
is,
at you.
Yeah, the difference is if you hire a contractor, you want the permit to be in their name.
That's correct. The building permit should be in a building or repair contractor's name. The electrical permit, if there's any electrical work, do not understand that one of his men knows how to fix that. A licensed electrician needs to get that permit so you're safe and your family's safe.
Right.
Because as we know, electricity costs most of the fires in the United States today.
Exactly.
Heating and air conditioning is the same way. Have a license in heating and air conditioning. Not one of my men knows how to fix that on a crew. Those are the things that we'll run into. And then again, if you have the general contractor permit in your name,
Right.
I'm looking at you. Why didn't you get the licensed electrician? Why didn't you? Because you're the person that the law says that I'm supposed to go to because your name is on a permit. So I don't want everybody to think that every contractor is bad. There's
Right.
some wonderful contractors out here who are really, especially in a time of emergency, go overboard to help.
Just it don't
But
hurt to
it
check their
doesn't hurt to
references.
check.
Right.
That's all we ask.
Right. Well, Ed, how about, we've had so many in our area, so many floods that have happened in the past, or houses that water gets in the houses. How does that affect the homes? And once the water is out of the home, what should a family do at that point?
Well, depending on the height of the water, if it just reached the insulation underneath the floor, all of that insulation has to go. Unfortunately, fiberglass insulation holds water. It never dries out. And then you've got a mold and a mildew issue, which, of course, as we all know, mold can cause breathing problems, even if it's underneath the house, because it's brought into the house through the openings that we have. If the water got up to an electrical outlet, then the problem we have that flood waters are always contaminated. Now, when I say contaminated, everybody has chemicals in their storage buildings, their outhouse, whatever, and they turn around and that gets in the water. That water comes into your home. You may not understand that it was contaminated. The water leaves your home. Well, if it seeped into the wall, again, it got into the insulation that's in the wall, the contaminated water is there. If it got into an electric outlet, the slow deterioration of the rubberized coating could start to happen, and within 6 months, a year after the flood is gone, and you're totally back to being comfortable in your home, the coatings break down, and now you have electrical wires touching, and you have a wall fire that can do damage to your home, or even worse, take a family member's life. So,
and not even possibly
and never know it,
that's
but
what it came
because
from.
the electricity came back on in your home, you think it's safe.
Right.
So we need to have licensed electricians check that out
Before you move in.
before you move back in a home that's been flooded.
Wow, my goodness. Well, thank you so much for this. You have given us a lot of good information that we can use in our own homes, ways to not be scammed, ways to know how to winterize your home, who to call. One more time, will you give them the number for inspections?
Inspection Department telephone number is 580-4385.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Ed. And if you have a situation that you have a question about, whether you need your home to be inspected or whether you have someone who's come asking to do work for your home, call the inspections department. They can help you. Ed and his team will be glad to come out and check out your home and see what you need to do and send you in the right direction. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
And this is another idea about what's happening in your community.
And we're back on WGTV today. Ed's a great guy.
Isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done several interviews with Ed, so you'll hear more from him about things that are happening within the city of Goldsboro. And Ed's been with the city for a very long time, and we appreciate all he does.
Yeah, he was here when the city was built. Okay, maybe not quite that long.
Maybe not that
Yeah,
long, but he's
yeah.
been here a good long time.
Good long time.
Yep.
All right, let's see what else we have today. And finally, the Arts Council of Wayne County will have a class on painting
Christmas ornaments.
Christmas ornaments, thank you. Christmas ornaments.
I love that.
I do too. So if you're a youngster and you're watching this show, first of all, why aren't you in school? But otherwise, it'd be a great gift for mom and dad or grandparents
would
or
love
aunts
that.
and
That's
uncles
something they
or
could keep forever.
guardians or your best friend or somebody. Yeah.
Teacher?
Teacher.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea.
That'll be great. Anyway, that's coming up at the Arts Council of Wayne County. You can go to artsinwayne.org, ARTSINWAYNE.org. Did I say DOT or dot? No, okay.
You did good.
Okay.
And they have many other classes as well, and they also have an arts market inside the downtown office.
What is that?
An arts market is where local artists have created their items, whatever their art may be, and they are for sale in the art market. So it's local vendors right here in our community that have created wonderful things. I've visited on a regular basis, and I've seen things from painted furniture, chairs and all types of things, tables that have beautiful scenes painted on them, to rocks that have sketched faces of people throughout our community, and a lot of the sketches are historians.
Really?
It is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Wow.
You really should go by and check it out. Arts Market right down here, downtown Goldsboro.
And these items are for sale?
For sale, yes.
Wow.
Local artist.
Okay.
Like we talk about all the time. Shop local, keep our funds locally in our community.
Oh, that's exactly right. Local produce, farmers markets, art market,
The more you shop local, the more our entire economy and our community continues to grow.
Well,
Keep the funds local.
You know, unless you're looking for something like a spaceship, which I don't think anyone here makes, you'll find most everything you need right here in Wayne County.
You will.
That's right.
You know what? We want to one more time remind you about Ebb Scrooge, the Southern Fried Carol, which is a production of Stage Struck Theater will be putting on. That's a children's theater here in Goldsboro. Been around for over 20 years. They will be putting this particular play on at the Paramount Theater the weekend of Friday, November the 9th at 7 p.m. They'll have a show Friday night, they'll have one Saturday, and then they'll have one Sunday as well.
Now, this is a play on Dickens' Christmas Carol, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
it's a spin-off of Dickens' Christmas Carol.
There you go.
As you can tell, the name is a little bit different. We call it
Ebb.
Ebb Scrooge, a Southern Fried Carol.
I like that.
You can only imagine the Southern twang that you may hear in that show. But it starts at 7 p.m. at the Paramount Theater all weekend. If you haven't gotten your tickets, call the Paramount Theater, or you can go to stagestruck.org and you can find out additional information. That's all local kids, and they do a fabulous job.
I'll bet, yeah. Okay. See what else we have here. Coming up, let's talk about what's going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 30th of the month, and for the 30th, oh boy, Tuesday, oh boy, we're going to be talking to Chip Crumpler tomorrow about his office in the planning department. He's in charge of the GIS.
Yes.
And don't ask me what it stands for, but it's the GIS, which is what you think it is. It's mapping and all that sort of thing about Wayne County. And if you want to get a jump on this thing, go to maps.waynegov.com. And when you see that, you'll understand what we're going to be talking about. It's fascinating, interesting what he does.
Global Information Systems.
Yeah. I think that's right.
I think it is too.
Also, tomorrow we're going to be hearing about minimum housing. Again, that's
Ed CIANFARRA.
Right, Ed's going to be with us. So anyway, join us every morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and then again throughout the day,
and
daily.
if you can't see us on Channel 10, you can watch the show on YouTube. All the shows are on the City of Goldsboro's YouTube channel and on Wayne County's YouTube channel.
That's right.
And we both also have Facebook. You can like us on Facebook and find out other information that is happening around our community.
That's right.
Right on the city or the county's Facebook
So
pages.
until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and that's what's happening in your community.